I want to be timeless Taz.
You're timely, Taz. Because you're always on time.
I'm played out Taz. I'm washed up Taz. I'm constipated Taz.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite.
It's called a promo,
Shut
kid,
your
and
mouth,
if you want
John.
to be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it, so go ahead.
You ready? No! I said, are you ready?
That was good. I'm glad you finally decided to pull that giant stick out of your butt and have some fun for once in your life.
You're uneducated marks! You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit!
And I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince McMahon's death.
Are we ready? I don't know that we're ready. I'm off to the side. Y'all can't see me.
He's John Cena.
I was just about to make that joke.
Well, too bad.
Ain't nobody here to sing, but you gotta blow out the candle.
I mean, I could sing.
It's our birthday.
It's our birthday.
Oh shit.
Let's go. You want me to hold it?
Just set it down.
Okay.
You gotta blow out the candle.
I gotta blow out the candle?
Yes.
Well, they can't see it though.
It's like partially your birthday too. It's not just our birthday. It's also your birthday too in some fashion.
Can I hold it up so they can at least
Yes.
see me blow it out? Like, yeah.
Yes, dude. Hold it up.
All right, ready, guys? Ready?
Drink
ready?
it in, man.
One motherfucking year.
Well, also, I'm not gonna reveal my age, but yeah, I had a birthday on the 13th. Amazing.
We're getting ready to do a time travel for that episode too.
The notes for that, amazing. At least my side, amazing.
At least my side. You ain't gotta brag on me. 4 sides of the ring lighter. That was. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm proud of those. You know what? I'm not gonna leave you. No, continue.
I'm sorry. It's been 1 year, or about 1 year. I don't think it's 1 year exactly, but it's been about 1 year to date now since we made our debut into the circuit, into the market. Probably like the fastest growing wrestling podcast I can remember is this one right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Do you not enjoy doing this? Has this not been a fun year?
What? No, it's just, I mean, I only see the numbers from the outside, okay? And even then, I haven't been really checking because busy.
This show has grown tremendously throughout the year. New partnerships, new sponsorships.
I mean, that's for sure. Like, I've told a lot of people I know, like, just the things that like, we've accomplished over the year, and it's like, they often tell me, like, how? Like, what did you do? Like, did you go to, like, seminars or workshops to learn how to do that? And I was like,
we worked.
yeah. I mean, I have a business degree,
Yeah.
associate's degree, but that didn't really help me much here.
I think I took what I learned from the music world and took it over to podcasting, but honestly, I think it was just the fact that we knew what the fuck we were talking about and really loved professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Like I said, new partnerships, new sponsorships, bigger experiences, bigger and better episodes with new concepts being introduced. It's been a wild first year, but I gotta give a solemn cheers to another year because it's gonna be a even better second year. Yeah, hey, I like that.
Drink it in, man.
Don't forget to bust out the water. I got my water right here.
He's prepared.
Ew. Next year too, I think we'll be at All In live for Texas. All In Texas.
Yeah, but it won't be. It'll be a little bit further from a year than it would because it's in July next.
Yeah, I was like, it's less than a year actually. We got less than a year to do a live from Globe Life Field episode.
We'll get it. We got it.
I already know. I'm already booking it. He's
already booking it.
Let me go and slide over here. We gotta cut up some cake too here in a second.
Oh yeah, notes. I have that.
I know you got notes laying around somewhere. Also, you don't know this yet. This is a surprise to you as well, and we're about to unveil something new to the public all the same. So, as we're building the Wrestling in the Middle universe, we're now introducing our mid-card titles, designed this week, unveiled one this week, now in this moment, all out. You'll see the other one. You ready to see the Men's Global Championship?
Global Championship.
Yes,
all right.
Let's pop it up there. Let's pop this thing up there. Probably one of my favorite designs I've ever come up with, especially for a mid-card title. This is beautiful.
Ooh, it's all turquoise-ish. Teal? Is that the actual term here? If you're a color
It's
nerd,
tealish, yeah.
please put it down in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube. If not,
It's
I don't.
tealish.
Hit us up on Twitter.
Yeah, I was going for like intercontinental to European design, and instead I just cooked.
That's fair.
I just cooked.
You cooked the cake too? No.
No, I got that from an unbranded grocery store. That could be a potential sponsor one day, I hope. All
If you want to
right.
sponsor us, hit us up.
Now that said, we have a lot of matches to get into, so you don't want to see our faces anymore. What you want to see is this tag team match.
Let's go.
Tag team title match.
Are we almost at the point where we just have pay-per-views during episodes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much. And then we won't, but right now we do. And this is a Wrestling in the Middle Tag Team Championship match between Pretty Deadly and Better Than You Baby.
Yes, boys.
Hey, All In. And here's another thing. I don't know if you've noticed this. I've obviously noticed this. The All In arena off of Community Creations has gotten completely botched. It's now the Undisputed arena because it's just got Undisputed Kingdom logos all around it. And in fact, the main stage has Roderick Strong's face on the... Yeah.
Listen,
Let's go ahead and start. 3, 2, 1. Roderick Strong.
I haven't played 2K24 since the first DLC came out.
Really?
I deleted it.
Dang.
I needed space. I've been playing a lot of games lately in between all the other stuff I have going on. But deleted it, brought it, tried to bring it back. I'm still downloading it at the moment.
This cake is getting botched over here. I'm glad they can't see this anymore because this cake is getting completely botched.
That's fair. It's still not as bad as anything that happens in 2K24.
I'm saying it's getting bad, man. It's getting bad, and I don't know why, but at the same time, oh my god, the cake's falling.
maybe it is as bad, if not worse.
Maybe. We're literally building so much video game content coming in a game that's becoming increasingly fucked. And that's just the truth.
Should something happen, we have we don't really have. Well, we have alternatives that I know he doesn't want to do.
What's that? What do I want to do?
Fire Pro Wrestling.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Fight Forever at the top of that. I was like, Fight Forever? I'll do it. It's just I don't think we'll get a lot of views off of that.
Oh, it looks like Cole and MJF are ready to.
That's really
strike
impatient.
the line.
It's really impatient.
And then
And nothing's happening.
Okay.
And then absolutely nothing is happening.
All right. Oh, there they are. There we go. Ooh, immediately kicked.
In Sonya Deville
Kit.
fashion, I'm putting my hair up and squaring up.
I don't know who he's squaring up to. I don't fight, but
I'm squaring up to this cake.
That's fair.
Adam Cole's just gonna put him away, right quick.
That's
Which
fair.
one's Kit and which one's Elton?
Kit is the brunette.
I thought so.
Prince is the blonde. Yes, boy.
Yes, boy.
I cannot wait until Pretty Deadly the musical.
Pretty Deadly's just one of those tag teams that's so good together you don't need to know them separately.
That he just threw something at him and he fell
He
off
threw
the
the
rope.
shoe.
I did not know that could happen. That's amazing.
Terry Funk hat right back on my head
Like, yeah.
with some sweat.
I was going to wear my Ali shirt, but then I remembered all wrestling, 90% of wrestling merch is black. And wearing black in West Texas is pain.
Dude, it's so hot. I had to go turn the AC on. I couldn't do this anymore.
Yeah. Welcome to West Texas.
We're giving out cake pieces now.
We're going to hear about the approaching heat death of Texas. You can hear that on a radio show coming up. That's a shameless plug. You're going to live in Monahans next month.
I didn't know there was a shameless plug for that.
Yeah, there is now. I'm submitting to a radio show. It's going to be amazing.
This is awesome. This is awesome news.
But
I'm putting the cake together.
he's putting the cake together, and Adam Cole is putting that door to Prince's face.
Thank you. I didn't know what was going on in this tag match. I remembered it gets pretty spicy, but...
And now he's just hitting the air. Let's go. Oh, well, Prince came back with the lariat, and now he's hitting him in the back.
Can't wait to show off some tweets, too. We'll get to some tweets after I cut this fucking cake.
Yeah, he has a lot to show off, I'm pretty sure. I've been a little bit out of the loop for a little bit, guys. Kind of doing my own thing. Ooh. And we have a tag. Cole tags in MJF, our American hero. and it looks like he's going to tag him right back in. Cole's right back in. They're double teaming Prince in the corner. That's beautiful. And Prince is fighting. Well, he was fighting back.
This cake is delicious.
It's amazing. I love that.
You got cake pieces.
Yeah, these are definitely cake pieces, yeah. He tried his best. It's fair.
I really did. That was hilarious. That enziguri wasn't that funny, though. Give me my drink.
Drink it in, man.
Ooh, no, yeah. Let's see.
That door is just in the way, it looks like.
It's a very spongy cake. Spongy.
There's some birthday cake. We got some birthday cake.
Birthday.
Minimize this. Show some tweets while we're waiting here.
Let's go.
I said we should have just had Danielson versus McGuinness.
We should have. We really should have. I would have loved it. I'm not going to do my Nigel McGuinness impersonation there.
He got banned.
He thinks,
I feel like the British will complain.
He thinks it's offensive. I think it's funny. And I'm not making fun of the British. I'm not making fun of anyone. I just like doing it. I did it all last night during Collision, and I killed my voice. It was amazing.
What?
And killed his voice. Here's a tweet from Brandon. I think Ricochet might show up tonight. Well, we'll have to see on that one. That's a pretty bold prediction.
Yeah, I don't even know. Who is Ricochet? Who even knows that guy?
I love that Adam Cole threw MJF into a shoulder tackle. Here's a tweet from Air Gold. 2 clowns outside of Wembley. This one actually was circling around a lot of people's Twitters. 2 guys in stand up for WWE shirts outside. What do we... Okay, I'm sorry. What are we standing up for WWE? Like, what rights have been infringed upon? Having a show that's not a WWE pay-per-view?
I don't know. See, it's guys like that I just don't give attention to.
Yeah, that's fair. That's actually really fair. I would beat their ass. I would give them a good swerve stomp to the face.
Ruthless.
All right, let's show it. This is from a 0-hour match that had no business going off the way it did.
It did, though. I mean...
Stokely Spinebuster. The Stokely Spinebuster.
Stokely Hathaway is a hidden gem, I feel like. WWE had him. They had him, and they misused him.
Shame.
I mean...
For shame.
We can list off of tons of people that the same can be said for, but, like... That's someone I feel like could have fit well in WWE. But...
What's Jack Cassidy got to say? AEW announces Forbidden Door 2025 will be coming to London in August. How about that announcement?
I wasn't...
Did you get distracted by Elton getting fucking drove onto that door?
A little bit, yeah.
He got planted on that door.
I mean,
Eliminated. This elimination.
Oh, it's elimination. Okay.
Elimination. Sorry.
I had no idea.
You know I always forget the match types.
So,
No mystery to me.
going in, they said they had a bunch of announcements.
We're back.
Hi guys, and well, this is one of them, and I was kind of almost like, is this like because I know a lot of people were complaining about All In being in Texas.
What?
Complain away. We're gonna enjoy the hell out of it.
So I was like, is this their like, here's your consolation right
That deserved a what? That deserved a what?
What?
That reminds me, there's a soundbite I forgot to download. It's a soundbite we're introducing today. I'll play it right now for
But
this
this
moment.
is getting on my nerves.
And then see, you can't hear it because I don't have it, but at least in post editing they're gonna hear it.
This bitch is getting on my nerves.
It's hilarious. Here's another tweet. While Adam Cole gets blasted off the ring, Kit gonna win these titles by himself, I guess. I am an absolute Marshall Mark. I've said it 100 times now. I've made it official on Wrestling in the Middle Twitter. I'm a Marshall Mark.
He loves Marshall Varnett.
I love him.
I like the Von Erichs. I'm happy they are where they are right now. Can you imagine? So close to signing with AEW. They are signed, right?
Yes.
That they went from being signed to AEW to performing in the pre-show, mind you, but at Wembley Stadium.
Still, yeah, really huge. Because I watched them a year ago. Really developmental. And throughout the whole All In series, I saw them main event so many shows. And like I really got to watch them grow into that 6-man tag team champion position.
And
all the way to Wembley, man.
I think you might have skipped over the match, so I just want to mention it. In the same conversation, Tommy Billington.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I'm really happy for him, man. That's got to be huge, you know.
I've heard nobody criticize him in a bad way yet.
I have heard nothing but good things about him. He seems like...
Other than Chris Jericho saying he's a disgrace.
Here's the one bad thing I will say about him. And I get it because it's something the original Dynamite Kid did.
Mm-hmm.
The diving headbutt.
Yes.
And the diving headbutt in that match, straight up, no cushioning, no protection. That was just a straight up diving headbutt, and he hit really hard. But
see, and I think you may have said this before. I don't know if you said it or who said it, but if we're gonna make that any sort of complaint or criticism, we got to hold Danielson to the same standard because Danielson been doing that flying
every time Danielson does it, I just say the same thing. Danielson, you have neck injuries, and you are doing.
It's still real to me.
We all just don't want another Chris Benoit situation.
Really.
Next tweet: while better than you, Bebe celebrate their win. Jamie Hayter officially back. I mean, I think a lot of us already called it for a long time.
I called it. I didn't see this being the way that she was gonna come back, but when Saraya came out there, I was like, "Oh yeah, Jamie Hayter." That's the only thing I can.
That was the moment. I didn't see it coming in that moment. When it came down to that moment, I actually didn't see it coming. But I knew, like, for 9 months leading up to All In, that's probably the landing spot for when we see her again. I'm happy. I'm stupid happy about it.
I like that.
Fightful said Jamie Hayter's back as well. How about the hair? I can't even recognize her.
It was a little different, yeah. But I knew. I just knew by the pop. I couldn't even. Well, I remember the intro to her music, so it helped. But like just from the pop alone, I was like, "Oh, there's Hayter."
That pop was insane.
So good. I wish it would have been the main card, but she deserves it. She deserves the pop, and it seems like for now they're keeping her and DMD away from each other.
Yeah.
And I like that.
If you heard what Saraya had to say on the post show, it was not friendly. In fact, I think she's getting fined for some of the things she said. But
she's fine. Yeah.
We're going to get into our Wrestling in the Middle men's world title match already.
All right, who we got?
So this is actually a large ladder match. We got a little bit of a 5-man ladder match coming on. So you got to put your seatbelt on for this one.
Just don't grab the metal part, because,
3, 2, 1. It's hot. It's burning.
Yeah.
Here's your lineup for the Wrestling in the Middle men's ladder match. Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Roddy Strong, ROH legend Roddy Strong. We got Darby Allin, and then also Cody Rhodes was in there. Former champion, though. So is Roddy.
I was going to do the Cody Rhodes thing. Yeah, there it is. There's the Undisputed logo just plastered everywhere.
Dude, the render of Roddy's face is on the stage screen when you look at it later.
It's amazing. I love it.
For the women's match, I'll go ahead and tell everybody now, for the women's match, we're actually going to have a one-on-one contest. Ooh. I think just no holds barred, no rules. Mako is defending the title against Charlotte Flair.
That's a good match. That's a match that should happen. You have one more chance, WWE. At least one PLE. Put her on there.
You got one chance. Here, we got banger after banger. We're not dropping the ball here. No way. No, sir. In fact, we're taking the ball and we're elevating it.
Elevated.
It'll get stuck in your head.
It will.
Now, entrance is going. We'll go ahead and go through this ladder match in the actual pay-per-view because it's all in pay-per-view time, and I'm excited for this. Trios London Ladders match. Nobody knew why it was called a London Ladders match, but it was called that, and we liked it.
Yeah, it was.
House of Black entrance, sick.
All right. Did it throw you off that there were 10 minutes left on the 0 hour?
I like that.
And they were doing entrance. It makes sense, but at the same time, I was like, what's going on?
I really, really liked it.
As someone who has to like quickly go from like YouTube to the pre-show, like, or YouTube to
this Roderick is not Roderick at all.
Has any created Roderick in any 2K looked like Roderick?
I felt like the last one was decently close, the 2K23 one. This one, meh. And maybe if we shaved the mustache or changed the mustache a little bit. Same time, close enough. And I mean, his logo is all around the arena, so
I love it. I mean, it feels appropriate.
He was the first ever Wrestling in the Middle world champion.
He was.
He beat Kurt Angle in a ladder match for that honor.
Yeah, the Olympic Slam,
Full
the Olympic
circle.
Slammer.
Bang Bang Gang looking great out in the real world here again. Claudio brought out his CMLL Grand Prix trophy.
A lot of people doing a lot of things on a lot of different promotions. I like that.
CMLL is getting a lot of, it's just getting over as a promotion. Like, I saw at least 4 or 5 CMLL shirts in the crowd at one point, too.
Yeah.
Patriarchy comes out looking united. Here's a tweet I sent. If Mama Wayne is 1/3 of the trio's champions, I want to see her replace Luchasaurus in this match. 100%.
I thought something similar, but
This Darby looks undarbied. I also got Cara Noir recently. I'm not proud of the way it looks, but he's in the roster.
it's a decent. I mean, we're not gonna get much better because unfortunately there aren't a lot of Cara Noir fans, and for someone who's not been able to wrestle for a whole year, there probably won't be.
Still better than any Jamie Hayter I've tried to get.
Jamie Hayter, it's like you can never find a really. There's something very unique about Jamie Hayter's face and her build.
That's fair. Alright, let's see. Another tweet I sent out. No matter who wins this ladder match, I'm satisfied. I could stand by that.
That's fair.
But Christian leaves as soon as the match starts.
And like, midway through, Wayne does that. The Wayne's World to a table, right?
Yes. There's a lot of Wayne table spots too, but we'll get to that second.
Yeah. Like, we went from Wayne's World to a World of Pain.
World of Wayne.
World of Wayne.
Guns do the get the table pop.
I loved it.
Loved every bit of it. Christian comes back out and gets jumped. I loved every bit of that.
Yes.
Here's what I was just talking about. A tweet I sent out. Nick Wayne out here doing the damn thing. He was going off. No surprise. Like, we knew Nick Wayne was a good athlete, but like, woof.
Yeah, just his character right now makes you forget that.
He's no Joe Hendry, but he'll do. Here's another tweet. R.I.P. to Juice's Jewels. When he fell off the ladder onto the rope.
I literally said, Tony, come console your man.
Come help him. And unbeknownst to us, she left the arena in a whole haze of confusion and delirium. Apparently, from what I learned on the post show, after her match, she went out into the streets of London, just acting crazy.
Now it's like, Juice, go get your woman.
Yeah, you don't need these titles as much as you need her in your life. Juice comes back and sprays Mama Wayne in the face with hairspray and almost puts her through the table.
Thank you.
Lucha Kill Switch puts a stop to that. I had been rooting for him to turn on Christian the whole match.
We all have. Every single time.
I wasn't
he's out
alone.
there.
I wasn't alone in wanting that. No. In some sense, he does. Costing Christian the belts, he doesn't allow him to get up there. Like, he didn't even stop him. He just didn't help him, I guess, if you want to go that route.
I mean, yeah.
Pac grabs one, and he, alongside Claudio and Wheeler, become the trio's champion. I'm wondering, is like Pac just part of the BCC now? Or
No, it's a completely new thing. It's called the PCC.
Oh,
the Pac Pool Combat Club.
I can actually get behind this. Pac gets his Wembley moment.
Finally,
for him.
he needed his Wembley moment,
and he's getting his All Out moment in a couple weeks with the international title shot that he earned like a month and a half ago. House of Black. Oh, S.
My brother came up with an interesting theory that I was. So the whole thing with the Lucha Brothers going on right now.
Yeah.
We don't know where they're going or what.
I was actually about to bring that up too. Well, we all actually believe they're going to WWE more than anything.
So go ahead and what do you got?
What I was gonna say was the House of Black congratulated Pac, but not Claudio and Wheeler.
Ooh.
And Luchasaurus walks off without the patriarchy. And right there I said seeds planted, but I didn't know which way the seeds were actually going to go.
So, what I was thinking, the theory I had, or that he had, was that originally, from the get-go, Death Triangle were supposed to win this match.
I think so too. That's where I was going to go with it as well. I think either way, Tony Khan was trying to show them, like, this is what would happen if you stayed.
Yeah. So now, without them, you now have the BCC, which...
Let's minimize the notes so we can see this
later
match.
on, that'll make for a beautiful moment.
Yeah. Joe Hendry getting the upper hand. And
I believe
Another
Joe
thing to cover on that, or at least to bring up, because I'm unsure on it. If I'm not mistaken, TK has pulled the injured time card and is holding Ray Phoenix on his contract right now for the time he was injured.
I saw something that said that he could do that. I don't know if I saw anything that said he would do that. Which is, I get it, it's a business, but at the same time, part of being a business is sticking to your values and the culture that you set within your business.
Right.
The culture that he set was not doing things that WWE would do.
Right.
Yeah. Which is exactly what they would have done. Keep him for his injury.
I think he'd start to turn on that a little bit and be like, you know what? If they're going to be playing dirty like this, I might.
Which, I get it. I mean, if I were running a business,
Yeah.
which maybe that would be detrimental. I don't know. But I wouldn't have done that.
Is Cody about to be champion again? Oh, shit.
Damn,
Hey,
Darby
nothing
out.
against Cody. Road to WrestleMania season was a fun time,
Yeah.
but he's not somebody I'm looking for the title to be on right now. With all that's been going on.
Are you...
I love you, Cody, though. I love you.
So, in this match, right?
Yes.
This is the order of people I would like. Darby
Okay.
Allin.
Okay.
Joe Hendry.
He could be our champion.
Bryan Danielson.
All right.
Roddy.
It was like
Cody.
It was like Brian is our champion.
Oh, he is our champion.
Yeah.
It's been a while, man.
He's been our champion for some time.
But
He might be retaining now.
That order still sticks the same, I think.
I think Darby is the least likely to be our champion for the fact that he's worried about putting somebody through that ladder over there rather than getting the belt.
Yeah. It's just...
People like Roddy, they're on the job. People like Joe Hendry, they're on. I think Darby just helped Roddy. No, he didn't. Roddy has won the Wrestling in the Middle World Championship. 2-time Wrestling in the Middle World Champion, okay?
For some reason, I thought he was about to throw it down. Which was like,
hey, I can get behind this.
Slamming down someone's face.
I can get behind this.
That's fine. I like it. This not Roddy.
He doesn't look the same as when he was first champion, but maybe he's just been through a rough season, man.
Maybe he went and got some plastic surgery.
What is he really? He had a ROH World Title match. Damn, looking grizzled. Speaking of grizzled, we're not quite there yet, but I think a lot of people already know grizzled young veterans showed up at All In today.
The grizzled young veterans. Soon, I'll do the joke later.
Yeah, we'll save it for later, but that's still really cool. What we are going to get to right this second is that AEW Women's World Championship match that we're all excited to get to, because we saw the return of Luther, for one. Hadn't seen him in a minute.
My boy Luther.
He did the damn thing.
He did.
I feel like if Danielson's last match wasn't a headliner, this match had the credibility to main event an All In London pay-per-view.
During the media scrum, Mercedes said something about the women have the best storylines.
Yes.
And to a degree, I didn't agree.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That fucked me up.
I know. To a certain degree, I did not agree with her. But the one I would definitely say has the better than any other men's storyline is Tony and Mariah.
A1. A1 plus.
Plus.
Yeah, main event level match. At the same time, like, you're on a pay-per-view where Danielson's last match is on the line. Like,
Yeah, it was kind of...
I found out during this match that Mina won the Rev Pro Women's Championship, and that's congratulatory worthy, I would say. It's been a minute since I got to watch Rev Pro when I think about
A
it.
little bit of shout out to Luke Jacobs as well.
Yeah,
Rev Pro World Champion, right?
and these are people.
Or Britain Champion? Which one is it?
I believe. Yeah, no, he won the Rev Pro heavyweight title.
Their
off of
highest
Michael
title?
Oku,
After
who is an excellent athlete.
I saw a lot of rumors that he would be going to AEW. I thought he was going to be in, well...
I've always thought he was going to end up there at some point anyway. Just to be so soon, I didn't expect. All these people, too, I want to give a little shout out to our old promotion we used to watch, 1PW. Last night I was watching Jamie Hayter versus my girl Session Moth Martina. And I was like, you know what? I miss 1PW. I do.
Shout out to Progress getting
Shout out to Progress.
Kid Lycos 2 and then Nina Samuels on Collision.
Dude. It's really cool to see. And that's what's even crazier to me. We won't get too deep into it, but like seeing Progress work with AEW after WWE has had their content being distributed for so long. It's
Yeah,
really
like-
crazy to think about.
It's funny. It's like almost as soon as they like pulled it, AEW decided, hey,
Hey, we love Progress, and we love Session Moth Martina. Well, not a lot of people do right now, but you got to watch Progress to know that. We learned that Nigel knows OG 40s women's wrestling, and we even get a Mildred Burke reference.
we do.
And it gets him a kiss from Mariah May. Maybe not that exact thing, but he does get a kiss from
He
Mariah
does
May.
get a kiss from Okay,
What? What do you
this
have?
next part threw me for a loop.
Mariah slaps her own mother, which earns her a Storm Zero on the stairs. And Tony Storm goes to comfort Mariah's mother.
I loved it, but I was
part.
like, what is going on?
That's the best part.
That poor woman.
Why did her mom have to be involved in this? At what point in the rules does it say? Excuse me.
A movie needs extras, right?
Amen. Hey, what a way to put it. Mariah kicks out of the hip attack Storm Zero combo finish and flips off Tony Storm. That was something I didn't expect. I thought that would be the end. They both kick each other in the lady balls.
They do.
Luther stops Mariah from using the belt. Mariah goes for the shoe, but Tony stops her. Tony can't bring herself to hit Mariah with the shoe, which would have got her disqualified, but...
Yep.
And that's anticlimactic. We're not anticlimactic when we're talking about such a great build. Mariah goes for the fucking kill, though. Like, one of those, alright, now we know who's winning this match. Wins the women's world title. I don't necessarily agree with it myself, but I'm always prone to letting it play out.
I think it's very hard because Tony was one of the few champions in a while, I think in AEW at least, that felt like she was built up to a level that not a lot of people could have met.
Yeah.
So instead of trying to build someone up to that level, they went with the story approach.
Yeah.
And I think it worked wonderfully.
It did. And I mean, the story doesn't even have to be finished. It
doesn't, no.
If she's running out into the streets of London, we might have another story on our hands.
How?
Hell of a good match, too.
So where does she go from here? Silent movies to just being silent overall?
She
like
moves
she just doesn't
into
talk?
like the next phase of film. She's
Oh,
now
what?
like, well, she does like silent movie 20s era. So what would be the next phase? Like our Wizard of Oz enter color phase. She comes out for one entrance and it changes to color. And there's Toto. Main event worthy still. I think my point got further validated by the match being at least a good match.
It was so good.
I'm not a fan of Mariah May being champion, but I'm gonna let it play out.
It is crazy that she came in again.
Show the tweet.
Another person that came in quickly.
Yeah. All right, FTW title match real quick.
Hi guys.
Chris Jericho performs his own entrance. How many times has that happened? I was like, dude, save some air. Save some air for your lungs.
This is the first time I've seen it. At least that I can remember that I've seen it.
Yeah, I can't recall anyone else doing it,
But
R-Truth does it every fucking week. What do we mean?
no, I mean like him specifically.
Yeah. I was going to say, wait.
I know he's done it a million times before, but this is the first time I remember myself actually watching the show that he's done it on.
Yeah. Hook comes out in Taz-like fashion.
He does.
Which
I was
makes
like,
he better win, is what I said when I saw that.
Crazy thing. During yesterday Collision, I think it was, they were booing Hook.
Why? Well, this is a whole other note in this, but I'll bust it out now. Why is Big Bill so over in the UK?
Yes! What is going on?
Taz said it best. He's a jackass everywhere else, but in the UK, Big Bill is like
He's
the
a
one.
god. He's a god.
Dude, I don't understand it. I want to know. That's the question posted today. Does anybody know Did anybody know that Big Bill was this over in the UK beforehand? And why is he? FTW rules make this match as interesting as it can get with interference, cricket balls, and Big Bill pops.
Ow.
Dude, the cricket balls had me scared. I honestly thought that might just be a little too much. We don't need those here. We don't need to be doing this.
So I've never actually like held or felt a cricket ball. Are they like super hard?
Look really heavy, yeah.
He's fine.
Big Bill takes the barbed wire table spot. We appreciate that. Taz finally gets involved and Hook regains his FTW title. They have a moment together. And that was a beautiful moment.
I love this. I love that Taz was finally able to just snap and just
That's all I wanted.
the Taz mission and Red Rum combo.
Yeah.
So good.
Alyssa even asked me, she was like, "Are you not excited about this?" And I was like, "I'm still speechless." It's Taz. It's my guy.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into our women's match, I just want to run through this tag team title match because it ended up being a really good match. FTR came out in tracksuits. Bucks come out second, which is weird because they're the champions.
Yeah.
They also come out in Beatles get-ups. Come out to get Beetle booed. That's what I said. Still, anytime that happens, I'm like, why are the champions not coming out last? Acclaimed are winning it. Show the tweet. Acclaimed are winning it. That was my immediate thought at that moment. Acclaimed getting this
The only
dub.
reason I was like, that's so Max can get enough time to do his little rap thing.
That's what Alyssa said too. And like,
Which it was
cool.
It was an okay rap.
He could still do that in the second entrance.
Mm.
Really solid tag team triple threat as expected though. I've always felt the need to argue that in these matches there should be 3 men in the ring active rather than 2 alternating.
Yes.
I don't like that, and I feel like we needed to change it a minute ago. If it's a triple threat, it's a triple threat. Anyway, after a classic though, I find out I was wrong. The Bucks do retain. Did you see that coming? Listen,
going into this, when they had the match between FTR and Acclaimed, I was like, I don't care who wins out of these two. They can both put on good matches. They can both be over and not be over at times. But we've seen both play out before. I was kind of hoping for some fresh meat. But here we are.
well,
At least I did like that the Bucks reminded us, oh, hey, they can wrestle.
yeah,
Even though they don't defend their titles.
I've made that complaint pretty commonly as far as like, I'm not an EVPs fan because I just really miss the Young Bucks. Like, I miss the Bucks. And then tonight, I found myself cheering for them when I wasn't.
Yeah, they were
supposed
so
to.
good.
Fresh meat, though. You want some fresh meat? We get the appearance of the Grizzled Young Vets.
The grizzled young veterans soon to be attacking FTR after...
They called out Acclaimed. They called out FDR.
Yeah, they said on site.
Whole division's on notice. All right, let's watch a women's match because once we get into this casino gauntlet, we're going to be running. So let's get into a healthy women's title match.
I think I'm done with the cake.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
was
sweet. But
devouring it, man.
it's really delicious, though. Shout out to can we say? I mean, it's Texas. We can say HEB, right? It's HEB, guys.
It's HEB, guys. If you got a problem,
We love
let's
HEB.
make a deal, man. Let's make a
HEB
deal.
loves Texas, and we love Texas.
It's Sherlock.
All right, at the botched All In arena. I can't wait till somebody makes the current All In arena though, because that probably my favorite arena of all time was today's All In. Yeah,
It's fair.
it was beautiful.
It was very wide. Did you notice how
Yeah,
wide the
it really
ringside
was.
area was? Like, I was like, this is nice.
I did
like,
actually notice that.
I'm not fearing for people's lives when they dive on the... Well, I still did, but not
Set
as
this off
much.
for this match. Just match time.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. Make a move. Make a move.
Which reminds me, I did watch that match with Bailey.
Yeah.
It was a pretty decent little jaunt.
Would you put it in the Matchbox list?
I don't... just because of the quality of... Because even though it's on WWE's official WWE Vault, it's still not the best quality.
It's still like, well, is it hard cam footage? Is it just the hard cam footage? Or is it like actual camera angles just in a dim lit arena?
It's... God, I can't remember now. I've watched so much, but I remember for a while it was just like... You saw it from like the corner area for a while.
There's a video I have in the through the table list. It's literally just watching like an hour of hard cam footage from a live event that it wasn't supposed to be on. It's really interesting.
I don't know, man.
There was, and this is how packed this "We're Still All In" episode was. Like, there's like 100 announcements I could be making right now, but I can't even keep up because everything's moving so fast.
Yeah, man.
It slipped my mind what I was just about to announce. I was like, oh yeah, and that reminds me of this announcement I have. I forgot what it was.
It's fine. We don't need to announce anything. I'll announce something.
Announce
Guys,
something.
I exist.
That's a huge announcement.
Major announcement. Tony Conworthy. I'm just kidding. I love you, Tony Khan.
Me too. If it ain't All In Texas related, I don't want to hear about it. I'm just kidding. I have another Through the Table episode I'm getting worked on. Here, it's not going to be a hard one. Literally, we're going to go through Nick Wayne's mom's whole Instagram and look at all his kid photos and roast him. That's our Through the Table. Have you ever seen Mama Wayne's Instagram? It's a trip. You will go down a time traveling machine going down that one.
What? So, I mean, if we do this, we have to make it a series.
Yeah.
We have to go to different mothers' Instagram.
I just remembered my announcement as our graceful champion Mako is making her way to the ring. The announcement is I have to kill a segment that never got started, and I never got to tell people this, but we came up with this idea for Wrestle Binge. Great concept, I thought. Can't use it. Sportskeeda already owns the rights to that name, so it was already a hard one to do. I've been cooking up some new concepts, and I can't wait to start going through those. Like, again, our time travel ones are doing successful. We're in the Gauntlet ones, but we haven't even gotten to do Gone But Not Forgotten. Do some tribute episodes.
Oh, yeah.
There are some good...
We have some stuff, yeah.
There are some good-ass things. In fact, I think I might even have something down here that I wanted to say. No, not yet.
I've been pondering some things, but that might be for like a different episode.
It's like new ideas are coming every single week, and I love that, but I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Yeah, well, it's not new ideas. It's just some things I had thought about doing.
Interesting. No, I will say, Casino Gauntlet, not the only gauntlet that we're going to watch today.
Ooh.
So, after this match, we will have our crowning of the first ever Wrestling in the Middle Global Champion. There's Roddy's face.
Oh my god.
You see how terrible this has gotten. No, we're going to actually we're having a Run the Gauntlet mid-episode. We're watching the Global Championship match.
No,
Run the Gauntlet.
None of our episodes are mid.
None of them are. Amen.
But I get it. I'm excited for that. So we're going to do it while we talk about the Casino Gauntlet, or are we going to...
No, we're going to finish All In before we even watch that match.
Okay, sick.
Yeah. But right now, Mako is defending our Wrestling in the Middle Women's World Championship.
Let's go.
And she's putting the beat down on Charlotte Flair.
She is.
Queen of what? Queen of getting need.
I feel like Mako should have at least been able to face all four of the horsewomen.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's impossible. Well, I don't know if it's impossible, but it's unlikely. With Mercedes being over in AEW.
Ooh.
And Mercedes was the one that wanted to face her the most.
Yeah.
She said Charlotte is still... She's almost back.
Mako's hitting her with the exact same move, but
Let's go.
making it look better.
And then, who knows what Becky's going to do.
Yeah, a lot of people thought Becky was showing up at All In today. Didn't happen. Did not happen.
I was kind of hoping for a few more, but it was fine.
I can't get over the undisputed ring apron.
Hockey
stick.
It kind of looks sick, though. I'm not gonna lie.
The hockey stick was just a distraction. It was actually to kick her in the head.
Like, someone should make an actual undisputed arena.
And then Roddy's body is on the
Oh my
announce desk.
God.
I just noticed this. Roderick Strong's body render is on.
What is going on?
Wow.
What happened here?
Someone
So,
I
don't know if
Roderick Strong mark came in and said, "I'ma fuck this one up."
Is it that, or when you were deleting stuff, did you accidentally delete images on something that mess with something else.
When have I ever deleted anything?
I don't know.
I need to delete things, if anything. And somebody, please, for the love of God, fix Swerve already. We had the perfect Swerve character, and then it got... Somebody had to have gotten jealous seeing how perfect that was. I don't know. I don't know how it even
mess
works.
with the hair, man. They just said, nah.
I don't even know how it all works, but I know how head kicks work, and they knock your ass out.
Heck yeah. I mean, that match with Bailey, she had...
Oh, no. One thing I'm really grateful for today that viewers have probably noticed at this point is that every month I'm allowed one completely uncensored episode. If it's unsponsored, uncensored, I'm allowed one of those per month, right? I've never used that because I've been really strict. I'm just trying to stick to the TV-14 style. Today I said, fuck that. This is the one time I want to bust the TVMA privilege out and have one unfiltered, uncensored episode.
That's funny because I was thinking the exact... That's why I literally just censored myself a few minutes ago.
I'm really grateful. I mean, that's our fucking birthday. We should be able to say fuck as much as we want, especially when we get to Danielson's match.
Oh.
Dude, I was fucking emotional.
It was. Ooh, speaking of emotional.
Emotional.
Mako is retiring next year.
She's still champion. She can't retire here.
Yeah, she's not retiring here, but man.
And that's the thing, too. I feel like even though she is retiring, at the same time, she's still going to go have some matches one-off in some other companies before she really hangs it up.
Yeah, I mean, she said she's already going to do like a tour.
John Cena? Not so much.
Go different places and stuff.
Why is the hockey stick the most used weapon in this match so far?
This isn't even a hockey country.
No.
Why is there a hockey? I wish they put cricket bats in. I mean, that'd be amazing.
They can't. You can't in Fight Forever, I know.
Yeah. It's really sad that they stopped supporting it.
That's another thing. Now that the summer's over and my schedule's freed up, I can finally finish all the Fight Forever content I was supposed to work on months ago.
Are you gonna put a bow on that since they're not supporting it anymore?
Put a bow on what? What happened?
On Fight Forever content? Like,
who's not supporting it anymore? Fill me in.
AEW's not supporting it. They made well, we assume they are because they haven't had any updates and they haven't announced a new season pass, and they basically released a bundle that has all the season passes in it.
Oh, Flaming Table. Okay.
Which
I remember that bundle.
Leads us to believe that there are no more season passes. Which means no more.
And maybe that means they're gonna build a bigger and better video game.
That would be great, actually.
Years. Maybe they've already started.
All right.
You know what I really hate the most? When the Flaming Table gets fucked up.
Yes.
I didn't set it up for nothing.
Exactly.
Why are you rolling
mess it up? What's going on? I'm still gonna follow. I'm gonna censor myself.
Oh.
It's a good habit to get into.
Coup de grace.
Of course, I'm now...
Another head kick.
Damn. I'm now in one class for now, but I kind of have to censor myself a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm also working all the time.
I just go to school Hard Knocks.
Well, I mean, I go to college, and it's fine to curse every now and then. It's
fun. Don't listen to me. Watch Charlotte get her legs broken. How is she going to put her in the figure four if she can't walk?
That's very fair. Just realized...
Light it!
Doesn't really... Well, I think she uses a crossface, maybe? I seem to remember using a submission somewhat frequently.
All I know is I want to see somebody get put through a flaming table. They better have their fireproof pants on.
Dang. They're not wearing pants.
They better be some sort of flame retardant gear.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, Mako gets thrown in.
It's okay. Charlotte's about to go. Oh, no,
we're
not
supposed to be unbiased, but nobody has rooted for Charlotte once or given any positive note towards her.
She's good.
She's very tall.
I mean, she's good when she wants to be.
Oh.
I guess is the real...
Mako Van Dam in the building.
I've always made the comment, there's pay-per-view Charlotte, and then there's other Charlotte.
I saw pay-per-view Charlotte wrestle on SmackDown.
Yeah.
That
Boom.
match with Io Sky is bomb, and I can't wait to put it on one of the Friday match lists.
Let's go. Boom, Pele kick.
Okay. Go ahead and put her away then.
It feels weird to me that someone has a Pele kick as a finisher now.
As a signature, yeah.
No, as a finisher.
Oh, who?
Someone has it in
Who's finishing
NXT.
it?
Jasmine Nix.
Ah.
Her finisher is the Pele kick.
And it gets people, it knocks them out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or no,
shit.
or she
Charlotte
depends
kicks
afterwards.
out.
It's like, okay.
She literally hit Charlotte with everything. I don't know how she kicked
did.
out of that. That'll come up later in the actual matches for a whole other person.
To be fair, it's Charlotte Flair.
It's Charlotte, I don't care.
Charlotte, I don't care, Flair.
Mako up to the top.
Where? There. Ooh.
I told you, dude, that's Mako Van Dam.
1.
And that's Jessica
2,
Carr.
3, and that's a win.
That is a win. That's how you retain a
A
title.
win's a win, a win, win.
Win, 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 win. Turn this on.
All I do is win, win,
Mako
win. no matter
wins.
what. Sorry.
Mako wins. I was like, can
Let's
we do
go.
that? I don't know if we can. I think nobody can stop us unless we actually play the music, though.
I don't know.
Because, no, you're just singing a rendition of a song that
you guys
made.
have a problem with it,
Meet me outside.
I only got 2 words for you.
Ball breaker. Thank you.
Yeah, that
Alright,
too.
now it's time to run the gauntlet.
Let's
The
go.
casino gauntlet, that is. We're not watching ours yet. We'll have to catch that in a bit.
Yep.
Orange Cassidy comes out first after falling from the sky? Question mark.
I love that intro, but what I love more than
What?
that is that we now have Orange Cassidy Dark.
Yeah, dark.
I don't know why he's wearing black now, but he's wearing black now.
He was listening to the AEW YouTube channels Dark Wave and Orange Wave videos, and he's like, we can merge this.
And before we say who came out second,
Yeah.
I originally had 3 guesses.
Okay.
One was Ricochet. I was like, okay,
He ain't
Ricochet and Cassidy, they would mesh well together. That'd be a good first hype start to the match.
It wasn't him.
My second guess was Bobby Lashley.
The Lash.
And my third guess was, by some miracle, somehow Trent Beretta was cleared,
That would have been dope. I didn't even think of that.
and it just made sense.
I didn't even think of that. That would have been dope. It was Okada.
It was Okada, which was actually, they got hyped.
We get a hug before combat between the two of them. That happened. They hugged before beating
I must
each other
have
up.
missed the hug, wow.
Yeah, you didn't see it. It happened. They gave each other a good old hug. And then we got a huge surprise for the third entrant. Nigel McGuinness.
Oh, just let me do it just once. No. Oh, I'm not going to do it.
The tweet I sent out, why couldn't we just have the match then? Quoting my previous
That is
tweet
a
as far
good
as like...
question.
Literally, I love how this pay-per-view went, and I love how it all went down. I can't wait to talk about Danielson's aspect of it too. But I just wanted Danielson McGuinness more than I wanted Danielson in a world title match.
I'm going to be perfectly honest, because even they mentioned it on commentary. There was a part of me for a second that was like, is it possible that Nigel McGuinness wins this? Danielson wins the title.
That's what we were all kind of wondering.
And I was like...
And Nigel had some spots where he might have, but...
Yeah.
First, we got to get to who comes out next, which is Kyle. Good old Surfer Kyle. Sleazy Kyle comes out next, and we haven't even had a chance to come down from the chakra, I feel like.
Yeah,
Nigel.
So Kyle and Nigel, Ring of Honor OGs.
Yeah, of course.
So, I felt like that
especially know.
In fact, I will go ahead and say, throughout the whole match, I felt like the layout of every person that comes out was spot on.
And there was a lot of rich ROH history that got to come to light on this stage. And that was cool for me as an old school ROH fan to see how much of that really... It shows how revolutionary that time period of wrestling was. Because now look at us in one of the hottest wrestling periods. Next we get Zack Sabre Jr. Speaking of which, the G1 Climax winner, somebody who's the future of this business.
And then we have that connection between him, going back to that match with Cassidy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the New Japan connection with Okada. And then you just have 3 great technicians in the ring with Kyle, Zach, and Nigel.
When we get the Nigel Zack Sabre encounter, it feels unreal to me.
It did. I was like, "Whoa, what is going on?"
Nigel still can go, and I had no doubts.
Does.
But I didn't even know if he was good to ever compete. That was the thing.
I didn't either. I was like, mm.
ROH legend Roderick
Roddy.
Strong comes out next.
I was like, from this point, it got a little predictable, but it was still sick.
ROH World Champion Mark Briscoe comes out next.
Yep.
And what felt like only had been 50 seconds
Exactly.
after Roddy came out. The
It was like,
inconsistency
boom.
in the timing on this
I
is
don't know.
crazy to me.
It was.
Or is
'cause
that part of the casino gauntlet?
I don't know. Part of me is like, okay, this needs to be more structured, but another part of me is like, no, I like the chaos.
It's very sporadic. It's like somebody comes out 3 minutes from now or 30 seconds. We don't know. Spoiled Milquetoast Hangman comes out next.
My note was soured milquetoast.
That's
Hangman,
hilarious.
So we almost got it.
That's hilarious, yeah. I was like, he's not just milquetoast, he's spoiled at this point. Jeff Jarrett comes out next and gets a surprising pop.
Did you not see the pop he got
On
yesterday?
Collision?
On
No,
Collision?
I actually missed Collision.
Oh yeah, he got a huge pop. And then during the pre-show as well, when he was on the kickoff or
Why?
0 hour.
Big Bill and Jeff Jarrett, why?
Why? Okay, so
Big
at least
why?
with Jeff Jarrett, it makes sense given the build-up to you were there. You know him helping Danielson. Kind of find himself a little bit, and trying to get the Owen Hart Cup himself for Owen Hart.
What
just
a thrill ride that tournament was.
So Double J makes sense at this point. He's a face at this point. So
fair. Let's see. That upsets Hangman that he gets
Yes.
that pop. Hangman tries to take out Jarrett and Karen. Tries to take out Karen.
And it almost makes sense that who would come to save her? A hero.
So, finally, we get to this part. Ricochet comes out next. Yes, said Ricochet. Wish it were more surprising, but there were things spoiled leading up
Yeah.
to this. Still, he came and showed out.
He did.
Completely showed out.
But it's just funny to be like, in WWE, he was nothing. He never got a chance to be anything but the superhero.
Yeah.
And immediately he comes in and plays superhero.
It's going to be really interesting to see how AEW handles him now, given how much people felt the ball had been dropped on him so consecutively.
And I hate to say it, but there's not a lot of room for him, at least in title pictures.
Right. This is the same thing I was talking about during the All In series on Leo Rush, as far as we all want to see him as a champion, but in AEW ROH, with the champions we have, what title would he actually be winning?
I thought maybe even the trios titles. I thought him and Top Flight.
Dude, Top Flight have been overdue for trios titles, and now they have more than 3 members, and it's like, well, maybe Andretti will never be a part of the real picture.
I mean, even during their entrance today, they announced Top Flight, Action Andretti, and Leo Rush.
Right.
So Andretti's not part of Top Flight?
And they've never announced him with Top Flight, him as a separate entity, but he works the gimmick. He has the Top Flight gimmick.
He was wearing the gear. Yeah,
Anyway, Christian comes out next.
I laughed. I laughed
He
so hard when
limped
he came out.
Limping out.
I was like, this dude really, given his character, you don't expect him to do something like this. But then again,
I
you
do.
also kind of expect
I
it.
absolutely expect him to do shit like this. After a long ass time goes by too, and a lot of action that happens. That makes me think Nigel's gonna win it. On top of that, I was really in the seat again because we're all kind of thinking, well, if Nigel wins this, Danielson's got to win too, right? So then you start to kind of root for Nigel, and also just the surprise factor. Luchasaurus comes out after a long ass time. Yeah, announced as Luchasaurus, and helps Christian win. And I said, what the absolute fuck?
It was a swerve within a swerve.
And they always do that, but this was the one time to pull the trigger on, no,
You
it's
could've.
not.
You should have. I feel like you should have. But no.
Guns up. Card blade back there. Card J. Anyway, I wasn't fucking happy about that. I think Luchasaurus deserves
I feel like
his flowers to come already.
out of everyone in that match, the people I wanted to see win it.
Yeah.
I gotta look at the field for a second because I was like, Cassidy's overdue for a world title push.
Yeah.
And he's not getting any younger.
I feel like Cassidy and Darby Allin both are the two people in
Yes.
AEW that need to win a world title now.
I feel like you obviously could have done something with Hangman Page. Personally, I would have loved to see Kyle, but I don't know if he's in that position right now.
I felt that more than anything.
Nigel was...
Dude,
Yeah.
Big one. For me, I wanted to see Nigel win for sure, but who I started to predict as the match would go on, Hangman was a big prediction. Ricochet became a huge prediction.
Damn, immediately throw him. I mean, that would have been the middle finger to WWE. Yeah.
I was like, to prove a point, I kind of thought, especially going back to the stuff with Tony playing these tactics, these WWE type tactics with contracts and renewals and phoenixes and
Phoenixes.
All right, I'm absolutely ready for this. I'm not going to show this tweet on the show, but before the show started, I sent out a tweet. I polled everybody again, like, which shirt am I wearing? It was between an Ospreay and MJF shirt, because going back to the Favorite Wrestler series, we haven't hit this matchup yet, but I feel like this is a dead tie in a top 10 spot as far as, like, I love both these guys equally. I could not choose. The internet helped me decide the Will Ospreay shirt.
I mean, I feel like they were going to. Right now, we're at this weird period.
It was 50-50, bro. It was 50-50.
Really?
Yeah. I had to reach out to the Wrestle Squad for the final decision.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but there are points now where I see MJF and I'm like, oh, here we go again. The
Really?
American hero shtick.
Really?
Oh my god. But then there are some points where I'm like, yeah, that's the MJF. That's MJF. That's the guy. That is like one of the best wrestlers of this time.
He goes, that's for certain. And he's one of my favorites. I sent out this tweet, and this was kind of where I was at as far as predictions. Watch Kyle Fletcher be the one who stole the Dynamite Diamond ring, and he's going to come screw Ospreay out of the international title. That was my prediction going in. A bold one.
At one point, I thought Kyle was going to, but in the starting, in the 0 hour, again, he was on the face team.
Yeah.
So there's this weird period where Callis is a face too.
Right? And by proxy, he kind of is, but isn't, because he gets on commentary and shows that he's not. And so there's like room for Kyle to make this turn. And with the tweet sent out about the missing ring, and then I noticed them slightly mentioning it, I'm like, this is kayfabe, this is storyline. I feel like because Will Ospreay left the family, Kyle will owe the family. This is his turning moment, and hey, maybe it happens.
I didn't see that tweet. I just heard them talk about it. I was like, oh, someone stole the ring. Oh.
Yeah,
I just
MJF
thought
sent a tweet out.
I just thought it was MJF being like, oh, someone stole my ring. I'm not going to be able to use it.
Right? I thought that too during the match when he was getting ready to pull something out. How about the Assassin's Creed intro for Ospreay? How'd you feel about that?
Okay, so
as a gamer,
it makes sense. I'm glad that we were able to do promotion where it makes sense. The dude has a freaking Assassin's Creed symbol on his
instead of just busting logos out in the middle of a match.
It made so much sense. Now,
Fallout guy just...
The thing that got me was that they got the actual voice actor for one of the most popular... Because he's not in this new game.
Mm-hmm.
That character is not in this new game. He's from one of the most popular entries. One of the ones when it was still really popular.
Yeah.
Ezio's one of the most recognized Assassin's Creed characters of all time. And to get that voice actor to do that was crazy.
It was. I stopped playing after Black Flag, between you and me. I wish I'd played some of the other ones, like Odyssey. Would have loved to have played that one.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
But you played the one with Ezio then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. crazy.
MJF comes out looking like an American champion.
I love the Uncle
he
Sam
is
thing.
the American champion.
I wish he would have had a beard too, but you know.
Tweet sent out. Match is sure to be a classic.
Yeah.
Did you expect it to not be? I would
No.
love to know if you did.
No, like I said, character work aside,
yeah,
I still really think MJF is one of the best in the ring.
Yeah, it certainly was a classic too. It went off in ways that it didn't even need to go off, and they didn't even have to go the full hour to make that happen.
No, I thought they were going to though. I was like, they're gonna go the full hour again.
Let's show another tweet. That poor cameraman and his colorful sock/undie combo.
He did.
Man, he got laid out, completely laid out.
I genuinely thought like, oh, this dude's hurt. He's done.
Dude, he's yeah.
I hope he gets severance pay.
We might have to play the rest in peace though, but. So, my theory, wrong. But Daniel Garcia returns.
I didn't see that coming, so that has to mean he's staying with AEW.
He got yeah, of course, and that's what a lot of us were like. Oh, so he has resigned, and like you're not surprised, but at the same time you're grateful. You're grateful because he's a homegrown man.
Yeah.
He returns, costs MJF. Ospreay hits the Tiger Driver, becomes a 2-time international champion.
Look at Ospreay. So now
At first I wrote it like American/international.
No.
Yeah.
It's international now, 100%.
and now he has to face Pac, right?
Yeah, all out.
That's gonna be so good.
All right, another tweet. I just want one thing. I went back and reached into my tweets. Britt Baker has been my TBS champion since June 23rd
Damn.
of 2023. Yeah, that long. So I reached back for that tweet and said, I just want one thing. TBS title match time.
So going in, you know how I feel.
You love Britt Baker and want her to be the TBS champion is all I heard going into this.
But I didn't know who to root for because I genuinely...
Yeah.
Neither do anything for me. I
Right.
recognize they're both very important to the women's division and both very, popular and very good at what they do. They just neither do anything for me.
Yeah, I didn't like the build-up in the storyline that Britt Baker looked up to Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks so much because she literally was in the Performance Center with her at one point. Like, that just felt a little diminishing to Britt Baker for me. But Britt Baker DMD comes out ready to fulfill my fantasy.
That sounds so
She comes out ready to fulfill my fantasy as her becoming the TBS Women's Champion.
No.
Mercedes comes out acting like she's the fucking Queen of England, literally.
She does.
With her corgis and all.
Look, I just want to know, how does Gunther feel about the fact that she gets to use the song he had before they Def Rebelled him, but remixed?
How does he feel? You want to interview and ask him? Because I would love that
I
interview.
would love that interview, honestly.
While this great match ensued, I thought about how many months back ago I said that CEO versus DMD was a 3-letter battle I needed, and it actually did happen at the biggest event of the year. I think that was from like season 1 even, maybe.
It might have been.
It's when the rumors first started that she might come to AEW. And I was like, yep, that's a 3-letter battle I need. We made it, guys. We went all the way. Like I said, solid match. Britt pulls an Eddie Guerrero and gets Camille kicked from the match.
But this bitch is getting on my
Britt
nerves.
hits the Panama Sunrise and Stomp, but Mercedes still kicked out to, even my surprise, that was a big thing coming out of this for me, was Britt Baker hit her with a lot of shit that you don't kick out of, that she kicked out of. And then they have some more solid wrestling, but Mercedes hits one moneymaker and Britt Baker's out. And that's
I did not like that.
I'm like, where's the fight then?
Exactly. And it's like I was saying in the car, the whole pay-per-view to me was really good.
Uh-huh.
As AEW shows tend to be. This was, to me, my least favorite match. And maybe it was just because I don't particularly feel that strongly about either woman in the match.
Right.
But there's
no investment at all.
This was the worst match to me, but that's not saying much on a pay-per-view that was stacked.
I've
and
said
this
that
was not a
sentence
bad
before.
match.
Yeah, I've said that sentence before. I didn't like that Mercedes kicked out of all that and then one finish. It's like Mercedes finisher is the one-winged angel now or something. No.
And remember there was a rumor back where about the whole thing with Britt Baker and MJF's wife and all that.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like,
completely blown out of proportion, but yeah.
Yeah. I was almost like, is this punishment?
But this bitch is getting on my nerves.
Stupid punishment. What would be real punishment is being in a TNT title coffin match.
Fun fact, in my notes.
Let's get spooky.
In my notes, I actually said for the Mercedes match before this, 2 matches left. I completely forgot. Because I was like, 2 matches left, this one that was about to happen.
Yeah.
And then I completely forgot about the TNT title match.
Yeah, and see, this is what's crazy is out of all of it, this is a great match. This probably be my least favorite because I think I set expectations too high. But we'll get into why in a second.
I just want to say it's crazy that last year, Jack Perry and Hook were in the 0 hour.
Yep.
This year, they're both on the main card defending or going after titles. It's crazy.
And see, that goes back to what I was saying a second ago, as far as like Darby is in a position where he's overdue to be a world champion. He might not be for a little bit. He skates out with with tacks on his face, looking like Pinhead.
I'm glad you have the same note I have about that. I was literally like, Darby's now a budget Pinhead.
Yeah. He Gorilla Glued all those tacks to his face. Using actual Gorilla Glue.
See, part of me's like...
Real glue.
Oh!
Real
but
glue.
The other part of me's like, it's Darby.
Jack Perry comes out looking like the furthest thing from Jungle Boy. Think of the and then the flames, the mask, the black title that he made with his bare hands.
With his goat hands.
Match from the start is just bananas. It's bananas, man.
Okay, Darby's, for the love of
Darby
God.
trying to die before we even hit the 5-minute mark.
Yes, he literally kamikazes into a coffin and...
Dude, I threw my Terry Funk hat.
Immediately when he set that up, I was like, Darby's gonna hit it. Jack's gonna move out of the way. Darby's like, okay.
Jack Perry dumps real glass, and we acknowledge the CM Punk incident nearly a year to date of it happening, which I had actually forgot about, to be honest. Until that moment.
How could you forget?
Right?
They were chanting, "Oh, cry me a river," like multiple times in the match.
It didn't dawn on me that it had been at All In when that happened, and yeah, it was, and it was a huge moment, and yeah, it was kind of surreal to soak that in. Darby gets tied up and thrown off the stage. Not fun.
Poor guy, man.
A tweet I sent out. I almost thought Sting might come out in the coffin. Jack Perry gets Darby in, and he gets the win. Then him and the Bucks try to set Darby on fire. Then we get a Sting appearance.
It's Sting!
Hey, that was pretty decent. No Tony Schiavone, but that was pretty decent. I sent out a tweet to quote my other tweet. That was close. That was pretty close.
I was thinking, like, Sting's got to come out and save him. Like, I almost thought, because I know he's training his son.
Yeah.
I was like, was his son going to come out and save him? But not quite there yet.
Not quite there yet. He's not Marshall Von Erich now. Come on. Another tweet I sent out before we get to our main event here. I'm fucking scared, man. I'm not ready for Danielson's last match because I think it kind of hit me the gravity in that moment as somebody who's literal. My first email was Joshua Bryan. I was obsessed with this man when I was a child.
Crazy, yeah.
It's surreal to think about, like, okay, I'm watching what could very well be his last match.
I mean, going back to it, I fear the opposite, or I guess the same, but for a different reason. That might be his last match because every match he does, it feels like he tries. He gets ever so close to paralyzing himself or offing himself. And, like, come on. I was like, he's going to go all out for All In here.
Amen.
And I'm scared what's
Roll
going to happen.
credits. Roll the credits. His entrance got me emotional, man. It's been a journey being with him this long.
I'm still so upset that, like, WWE can't, like, for these, at least these tributes, just throw the footage. Even, like, one clip.
It's a big part of his history.
Yeah. To be like, he was in WWE. Like, one clip. That's all we're asking.
Do Yeselmania one time.
Yeah, just boom. Oh.
No, it's going to be $50,000 to play that clip.
Yeah.
That's stupid, but regardless, when I think of Bryan Danielson the most, like I say, a lot of my love for him is tied to Ring of Honor, and so they got all the rights to that footage, brother.
They did, but I was
just being with him this long. I was a wreck. Swerve comes out to a full-blown concert, and that's not a complaint. That's pretty awesome.
I like his the top he had on. It had the like faces of literally all the other champions.
Yeah, and then 8th AEW World Champion.
I wish I could have got a better view because I can only see like MJF's clearly, and I couldn't see like anyone else's.
It was really cool. Biggest fight feel of all time. In my mind. There might be some bias to this, but I'm not going to cover that. I could not sit down from the moment it started. From the moment that world title was held up, I couldn't sit down. I was kind of just an emotional mess throughout this banger of a match, and it was a fucking banger.
It was so good. And like, okay, there was one point, which this is going to segue into the next note. There was one point where he was like, how could you do this in front of your family? Literally, like.
Brother.
But this bitch is getting on my nerves.
Poor Birdie, also. Poor Birdie. That's something I wrote down there. Just Swerve trying to traumatize her. And it's not going to work because she's the son of the American Dragon. She's the daughter of the American Dragon. Hey, son, daughter, Gender neutral. She's a badass.
She's a dragon.
I'm gonna give Birdie pops.
She's
Put
a
Birdie
mini
over.
She's a birdie dragon.
I like that. Want to pull a quote from JR one time out of this match. Just shut up and wrestle. And that's a quote I'm going to want to keep around for a long time.
That's fair.
Hey, who do we hate right now? Who do we hate right now in
wrestling?
Yeah, period.
Mark Henry.
Just shut up and wrestle.
He can't wrestle, but dude.
We do actually, yeah. He's got some heat on him. Shout out to Birthday Boy the other day too. Terrible scum human being, Dirty Vinnie Mac. I literally unfollowed like 6 people for wishing him a happy birthday. I was like, that's stupid. You're stupid. Just shut up and wrestle.
Yep. Let's just shut up and wrestle.
And they did just that, man. Like I said, match delivered in all caps.
So good.
It's gonna be in my all-time favorite matches list for the rest of my life. Literally, as I leaned to Alyssa and said, "Where's Hangman when you need him?" There he was.
And I knew he was gonna, because I was like, "There's a lot of
smell the spoiled milk."
I was telling my family, I was like, "There's a lot of different elements here, but of them all, Hangman's got to be here somewhere, right? He's a very angry, a very sour milk."
The same way, and I bet you don't even remember this, but it happened the same way. Roderick Strong had to play a part in the main event of All In last year. If you remember, MJF Adam Cole, Roderick Strong had to play a part in it, and it's what made that match such a great match too.
Yes.
2 All In London main events back to back, bangers.
Banger.
Top tier.
Amazing match with an amazing finish, and I popped as hard as I have ever popped. I don't know if you heard me from across town.
I wish I could have, yeah.
I screamed. What a moment. What a moment. I couldn't have asked for a better moment.
The part where Swerve stomped him right in front of his family, though. Oh my god.
Sickening. I called Swerve a bitch more than I've ever called him a bitch in my life.
This bitch is getting on my nerves.
That's what I think separates Swerve from a lot of people. It's like, even when he was a face for a little while, he still had that mean, vicious streak.
I'm saying. He's a mean man. He's a mean man.
Look what you missed out on WWE.
I loved this moment though. I loved it. So now that said, Danielson's the AEW World Champion. I don't care how you feel about it. Cut this camera off.
I don't care how you feel. I love it. It's great.
I don't mean you specifically.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. I was about to be like, wait.
I know with this decision comes a lot of criticism as far as like, what do you do with him as champion? What does Danielson as champion look like?
He's gonna for sure retire at Tacoma. The
Wrestle Dream pay-per-view?
Yeah, Wrestle Dream. So, like, it's not going to be long.
I'm okay with it. And in a second, I'll get into why I'm okay with it. But we're going to go ahead and run the gauntlet with the rest of this time here. I love that the women's match was still up in the background. We just had that.
Let's go.
Alright, I'm going to read the field, too, before I even hit play.
Let's go.
Running an 8-man eliminator gauntlet to crown our first ever global champion. Kurt Angle, Sami Zayn, Penta...
That's sick.
AJ Styles, Wesley.
Fuck you.
Oh, Kevin Owens, Braun Breaker, and CM Punk. One of these men will be our first ever global champion, and it might be Wesley.
Okay, do you know why I hate Wesley?
Because he turned on the Rascals, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that would be the only reason I hate him from my book.
Dude, come on.
It's the Rascals. I get it. Oh, hold on. Don't hit play yet. 3, 2, 1. Global.
Let's go.
I forgot to do the countdown. I would have been lost later.
Global. Let's global.
Now, while the entrances are going, I'm going to give my final pay-per-view thoughts and ask you for yours. It's hard to be unbiased and come down from the high of this one, but you look at it from top to bottom, this pay-per-view was insanely good. Some questionable or less than climatic finishes to some matches, and which would be the only complaint I really have. Some of the finishes didn't match up for the build or the hype. But all around, a super amazing show. I'm giving it 5 stars. You can criticize me later. Here's the last note, though. I think now, after that moment that Bryan Danielson had, I can officially be ready for the moment when Danielson does hang it up. Like, I feel like that win right there was enough to not be as emotional about him leaving. We needed that.
For sure.
Your thoughts?
My last thoughts are... I loved what they did starting with 0 Hour. The 16-minute matches.
Yeah.
Highlighting all this different talent they have that might not be in a title picture at the moment, but they have so much good talent. The pay-per-view itself, start to finish, there was not a moment where I was like, I was falling asleep towards the end, but that's just because I get really tired.
I'm just tired, man. I do a lot of stuff.
There was never a point where I was falling asleep because it was boring or uninteresting.
Dude, look
even
at this double champion here. Continue. That's just
even Mercedes and Britt, who I'm not particularly invested in, it was a really good match. Now, the one thing I have to complain about, which I'm glad he's gone for. No, I'm not. Can we get the belts off of the EVPs for the love of God? Can we bring tag team wrestling back to a good place?
Amen. Amen.
This isn't just for AEW. This is for WWE. Like, tag team wrestling. WWE
is the
fucked
best.
Up. They fucked up by putting those belts on the... DIY was right there. You didn't have... Okay, sorry.
Hey, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
I'm glad Hater's back. Hater is one of my favorite AEW women.
For that note, I'm going to let you know right now, DIY is the next #1 contenders to the Wrestling in the Middle tag team titles.
Let's go.
All Out pay-per-view.
Turncoat.
At All Out pay-per-view, we're doing Better Than You, Baby versus DIY.
Let's go. I would do that. The other day, I was singing theme songs badly because I don't know the words.
Doing good monotone, or what?
Yeah,
monotune. That's what it was called.
Yeah, I was just singing them badly though, on purpose, and it was amazing. But
Wesley, X Division champion.
Oh, which reminds me, Riley Osborne is in the. Which match is he in again? I forgot. I know he qualifies for something.
I don't know. I'm a little behind on WWE, and I refuse to ever watch TNA again. So.
Why?
Because the Scott D'Amore thing. We've been over this for months. They fired Scott D'Amore a long time ago, and I wrote him off as shitty people, and they are.
Well, yeah.
I hate them.
That's fair.
Ah, look at that.
I would go on about how I feel about because it's a I can't feel the word I'm trying to think of, but it's changing day by day. The partnership between WWE and TNA, even just like the partnership overall between WWE and the few places they work with. But that's for another.
Reminds me, yeah, we got Bash at Berlin coming up too. That's a whole other thing. We got to get caught up for that. Start the gauntlet match.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. I don't want to focus too much on WWE because this is AEW.
Yeah.
But
this is All In.
I don't know that there's much to get caught up on.
And we're more all in than we've ever been before.
Yeah.
It's like we came a year around the calendar. We're more all in than when we started.
Hell yeah, we are. I'm excited for the future of...
Who's next in this match?
AEW. Specifically, just all the different places they're working with as well.
And I'm excited for our future. Penta coming to the match. I'm excited for our future, man. Like, we got a lot of cool stuff coming out within the next few months I know of, and I can only see it growing from that point forward. And plus, TK's on our side now.
You say he's on our side, but all you did was hand him a card.
And that was a pretty cool accomplishment, man. That was a really cool accomplishment for him to take the time to accept our business card.
I mean, he probably gets tons of them.
And that's fine, too. I feel like you need to focus more on the win of getting to have that opportunity that a lot of people don't, rather than the skepticism of what can he do with it. It doesn't matter to me what he does with it. The main point is we were in that position to do that, and we're only going to further be in that position.
Yeah, that is how I felt about that specific thing aside. We have definitely come a long way in the past year. We have interviewed former WWE stars.
Yeah.
We have been, working with tons of other great podcasts. Shout out to Four Sides of the Ring.
I want to work with Championship Culture, soon.
Shout out to Championship Culture. Beating our asses.
We have a rematch coming up of some time. In fact, we both get buys in that tournament. Us and Championship Culture both have a bye. Sami Zayn is in this match now.
Poor Samuel.
I'm half-assed rooting for Penta right now. What would you have rated All In on a star level? I didn't get your rating. I gave it 5 stars.
So, as you guys know, I'm not a very critical person, so doing the whole star thing is a little... It's not my thing, but I can try at least. I would say it would be really close to 5 for sure, if not 5.
It's 5. You said 5. I put you down for 5. Now it's a 10-star pay-per-view if you combine them.
I don't know, man. It's just
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker!
Braun Strowman,
Braun Breaker!
Bronson Reed,
No.
Braun Breaker.
I wish you would have done that. Look at him flexing up to Penta. I don't like that.
There's
Get pented. Penta did nothing.
there's a Bronson in AEW too, right? Isn't it like Buff Bronson or something? The Iron Savages guy?
Nope, there's just Anthony
Or
Ogogo.
Boulder Bronson?
There's Beefy Bronson.
I don't know.
It's Bronson Beefcake.
Bronson the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Let's just put Bronson in everything.
The Bronze Whackers. Kurt Angle's in 7th. And Kevin's getting a Canadian Destroyer on the floor. Man, run the gauntlets. You gotta
It's
stay
so
on your
good.
toes.
I'm so glad they did one in real life. Gauntlet Eliminator recently. WWE did. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did Kurt Angle have a kendo stick already? As an American hero, why do you need a weapon? Oh wait, because you're an American.
Yeah. Just like
Oh, Wes got his back ran down.
heck yeah.
That's a weak back, man. I get scared seeing spots like that.
Yeah. I just remembered West did come back from that terrible injury. Doesn't excuse him being an asshole, but
Punk is last in the match. We got every man in the match out here.
Here he comes down the ramp.
Yeah, in the ring.
He's gonna beat up AJ Styles.
I wonder if this arena looks strangely familiar to him. It
I just realized.
kind of looks familiar, but it's
I
the
don't-
Undisputed In.
I don't remember all those Undisputed logos though.
Bronson not tapping at all, it looks like.
There's a distinct lack of real glass too.
Yeah. I don't see any English phone booths either. Penta with the chair. I don't care.
Do you think Jack used real glass this time?
Yes, 100%. That's why the bag had glass in it. It was just confetti that looked like glass.
Well, I mean, there was blood everywhere, so I guess it would kind
Yeah.
of have to be real glass.
Darby loves playing with glass too, as we know.
Darby loves playing with fire.
Need I remind you, Revolution? You want to talk real glass.
Darby just loves playing with death.
Oh, God, does he? God, does he?
I'm
And I pray
scared
for him
for
every
the man.
night. Every night when I go to bed, I say, God, please protect Darby Allin because he can't protect himself.
You guys want a fun story? Since we got time. The first time I saw Darby Allin was on an Evolve show through the WWE network at the time. It was Darby Allin versus Anthony Henry. The feud was that
Crushes calf.
Anthony was like teaming with Darby or something. They were good friends or something, but Anthony literally went crazy, and for the match, he came out with half his face painted like Darby.
Dang.
This was like a no disqualification match, if I remember correctly, and
Styles clash.
this was the
Wesley.
match that it was one of the last matches I think Darby did, at least for Evolve
Wesley
for sure.
is out the match.
Finally, because at that time that was just before he signed with AEW, so this is like their way of writing him out.
Oh, got you.
So yes, Anthony Henry beat Darby Allin.
Can he do it again? Probably not.
No, not in AEW. No.
Kevin was about to take Sammy out. Sammy put a stop to it.
I just realized, yeah, we have
Wait.
Kevin and Sammy.
Oh,
Joe.
Penta with a Canadian Destroyer
Ooh.
onto the chair.
Haluva kick to Kevin.
Damn, Kevin might be out too.
Fight forever, these two.
Penta just had a vendetta against CM Punk. Like, he looked... He's just mad, throwing chairs around. He looked like he was focused on CM Punk for a minute, and then he set him up with that Canadian Destroyer on the chair
He's fine.
eloquently.
He's fine.
I think AJ's next.
They don't want none.
Oh,
Made
shit.
in Japan, it's over.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Kick out.
Well then, I guess we know who you're playing.
No, you don't. You can't tell anything.
I can tell all the things.
I'm playing as Kurt Angle.
I'm playing as Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle should have been Wrestling in the Middle World Champion the first time around. And I don't actually
Damn.
mean that. I
I was
was
about
pretty
to say,
happy.
hold on, wait a minute. You were ecstatic that day.
Yeah. ROH legend Roderick
Like-
Strong is our current champion as well.
Yeah.
Need we forget? ROH legend Roderick Strong in the building. Can't win the ROH world title this
I
time
wish
around.
he was
but
in the building. You know how great it would
Dude.
be to interview him?
I couldn't maintain my composure.
Like, I could just imagine you every 5 seconds. I love you.
Yeah. I've screamed at him many times live in the arena. Plug for live in the arena.
Live in the arena. Fridays at 10. No, I'm just
Do
kidding.
you think the video game content for this episode's been crazy? And it's going off pretty crazy right now, but I have the knowledge to know that the All Out pay-per-view is going to go off. We only have 2 matches on that one. They're just that good. They're just that good.
They're just that good. That's our new slogan. That's our
That
season
damn
3
good.
slogan. Let's go. They're just that
Longest season already. We finally passed the threshold of making this our longest season.
good. Let's go.
I almost thought at one point, okay, maybe we just end at Bad Blood or something. The Bad Blood finale.
The Bad Blood finale.
I don't know when season 3 ends. We're just kind of riding. It might even be Road to WrestleMania, but I'm letting you know right now this has been my favorite season we've done out of this whole year.
Oh, for sure.
SummerSlam season just isn't ending. 1, 2. Penta's not out at all.
I thought he was going to be out. I was like, this is it for him. Nope.
I don't want him to be out. I want Punk to be out.
Not Punk.
Part of me wants Punk to be out, and then part of me wants him to be champion.
Look in his eyes.
I mean, Jessica Carr has some sort of bias towards him because she didn't count at all while he was pinned down.
She was too busy focusing on AJ
Yeah.
and his
Kurt
luxurious hair.
Angle and AJ really renewing their TNA rivalry.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle has gone on record to say that like wrestling AJ made him think he was gonna die because he couldn't keep up with that fast pace at that time. Because at that
Damn.
TNA AJ was running
Yeah.
fast.
I thought he just didn't like his hair. I mean,
No.
look how luxurious it is. At
Oh,
that age, to
Sammy
have
almost
that
out.
kind of hair, I mean, damn.
Okay, a good old elbow drop, an AJ
Good old
elbow. 1, 2, not enough.
Braun Breaker just tossed Angle on his damn neck. He's gonna have to wrestle this match with a broken freaking neck.
I don't think he has what it takes. Ooh, phenomenal forearm.
Damn, that's it. Penta's out.
And we're not paying attention.
Never mind.
Did
Never
Kevin
mind.
tap? No, Kevin's still in.
Not even a 1 count.
Not even a 1 count. Why? Because there was a 5 count before that.
Ooh.
Angle.
Two
Seriously.
share to you. I can't talk right now.
Okay, AJ's
Uh-oh.
rolling out.
Drop him on the chair. Drop him on the...
GTS.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
I forgot it was a GTS.
Angle might be out this one. 1,
Someone stop her.
2.
Someone stop
3.
her.
Angle's
oh my
out.
god. That's
Angle-
a stunner to Penta. That's it for Penta.
Yeah, Penta might be next.
Bye, Penta. Sorry.
1.
Thanks for coming to the WWE. You've been...
Nope, he is made of steel.
Now you can go be a part of...
I hope WWE books Penta as well as we are.
They will not. I mean, I don't think they're going to do the thing that everyone thinks they are, which is feud with Legato or in the LWO or something. But
If they've watched his work with Rey Mysterio and Lucha Underground, they might book Penta really well. I don't know.
Boom.
Damn. And then he pins Sammy.
Pin Sammy.
AJ getting his back broken on the side of the ring, too, while we're at it.
No.
And then Braun Breaker with a weapon. That's scary enough.
Did you know? Hi, guys.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to know that some people consider the
Ooh,
apron
Penta
the hardest
got
part of
hit
the ring.
with the haluva. Penta might be for real out. That haluva kick got 8. Yeah, that's...
Bye, Penta.
I wouldn't get up from that. Oh, and then
They're gonna
AJ
roll
rolls him up.
to Sammy.
1, 2, 3. Rolled him up and smoked him.
If I was AJ Styles, that's what I would do because I'm a good wrestler.
You are. Went and got trained by Booker T himself at Reality of Wrestling.
So,
Cricket.
Yep.
Cricket. DDT.
I was just thinking, if I was Chris Jericho, would you be my Brian Keith?
No.
You wouldn't be my...
I wouldn't even be your Big Bill. If you were Chris Jericho, I would be your Hook.
Damn.
The one guy you can't get rid of.
Why?
I would be your Matt Menard and just give you praise from afar.
Let's go.
450
I'm fine with
splash,
that.
Braun Breaker.
I'm fine with that.
Braun Breaker out.
Bronson Reed. Braun
He-
Strowman.
he
Braun
actually-
Baker.
He actually is out. Let the record show.
Okay.
Kevin's next.
And then, damn, AJ's just going for everyone. Jessica can't keep up.
Looking at his health, I don't know how he's moving at all. Yeah, we're down to 2.
It's AJ and Punk.
Punk J. CM Styles.
Let's go. Did he just... Oh, I thought he was about the GTS.
Yeah, I was about to say, like a reverse
hold on.
GTS. Give it to him good. Give him that forearm.
It's over.
It is over.
He's bleeding.
Busted open. 1, 2. Son of a gun.
Where's Drew McIntyre when we need him?
From catering.
Damn. Hey.
Knee to the head.
Hey, at least he can answer questions like Mercedes Moné.
We're not going to talk about the post show. I will say, AJ is quite literally about to run the gauntlet. I think he'll be the first person that has actually ran the gauntlet. Of course, we do like 10, 20-man gauntlets, so maybe not as impressive, but for him to be this beat up and still be going off this much, we love him.
Exactly. They don't want none.
They don't want anything. Get over there.
One more for 9 forearm. It's over.
Eat that.
Good night, Punk.
Rest.
That one's for Larry.
Yeah, that one's for Larry.
1, 2, 3. They don't want none.
Yeah, now take his friendship bracelet.
Global champion crowned. Our first mid-card champion we have is actually AJ Styles, and that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty crazy.
You're living in a world where ROH legend Roderick Strong is your world champion, Mako Satomura is your women's champion, AJ Styles is your global champion.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's a lineup. It's a hell of a lineup.
Better than you, baby, or the tag champs.
I want to know who his first #1 contender will be. It'll probably be a poll at some point. But All Out episode, you're going to get to see the Women's Global Championship. And that'll be an unveiling for the ages.
Let's go.
Turn this on one more time. You can't get rid of me yet.
Yeah.
This one's for Bryan Danielson.
Love you, Brian.
Where's the Osprey Danielson shirt? Hey, that was a hell of a night. This has been a hell of a birthday episode.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday just to us. It's our day and nobody else's.
Literally. Fuck you. Fuck all of you.
You gotta get them out while you still can.
Elite, if you're here, hi. And if you're not the Elite, feel free to keep scrolling, you know? But the Elite, I have an offer. Basically, I'm willing to wave my white flag and assist you in continuing being Elite. I do have those actual 2 pieces of paper still that would elevate your level of respect. But I do come with 3 non-negotiables, so let's get into it, right? 1, I would like a crisp high five from either Matthew or Nicholas Jackson upon contract signing. I think that's pretty fair and simple. 2, I would like 10 seconds a day, once a day, to admire Okada's beauty. If 10 seconds can be negotiable, if he thinks it's too long, then that's okay. But I would like to appreciate his beauty. And lastly, Jack Perry can't yell at me. So yeah, JP, you and me, we start clean slate. Even if it means you stay in your corner, I'll stay in my corner. And we'll draw that line right in the sand, my friend, right? Now, what do I do for you guys, right? 1, I could make a video retracting all negative things I've said about you guys, right? How I'm Team Elite, yeah? I will also only be wearing your merch from now on. I will only talk positively about you guys on the internet. And last but not least, the most important, I will take care of anybody that gets in your way. I will make sure that those pretty gold belts stay around those pretty little waists. So, maybe your people get in touch with my people. Oh, and one more thing. It kind of expires if FTR gets to me first. So.